The Phoenix Suns might have just saved their franchise. Within my last few videos, I covered some of the less than good franchises in the NBA, and the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Charlotte Hornets. Today we'll be talking about the Phoenix Suns, and specifically the trade that they made for Chris Paul. Today's league is a players' league, and players have more control than ever. Players won't hesitate to leave if they aren't happy in a situation or a better one presents itself. In 2015, the Phoenix Suns drafted Devin Booker with their 13th pick. Booker showed promise early on and has developed into one of the best scorers in the league today. Efficiency-wise, versatility-wise, with how deep his bag is, Booker is very creative as it makes, pulling up from three, playing in the mid-range, hitting tough shots. Booker can do it all. With how good he is right now in his young career and how this player in this league works with player movement and player independence, the Suns need to make some type of move quickly. They never made the playoffs with Devin Booker and need to act fast. This offseason, we saw the Phoenix Suns trade Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio on a 2022 first-round pick to OKC for Chris Paul, creating a big three between Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton. A trio that will be able to play off each other perfectly when it comes to their play styles this upcoming season. While a lot of people realize the importance of this move for Phoenix and giving Devin Booker every reason to stay, there were people who questioned the trade and said things like, why would the Suns trade a young promising player in Kelly Oubre for a 35-year-old point guard past his prime making $40 million a year? Yes, the Suns traded a young player for a guy in Chris Paul who isn't getting any better at this point, but once you realize the importance of keeping your franchise player happy and showing him that you're capable to put him in a winning position, you realize that this move was very necessary to keep Devin Booker. This move is similar to the Bucks trading for Jrue Holiday and people saying the Bucks gave up too much. As an organization, when you have a player like Giannis or a franchise player in general, and you realize the possibility of him leaving, you must go in and create the best team that you can create around that player right now and not worry about the future. You can't worry about keeping 3 future first-round picks just in case Giannis leaves. Go all in now and convince him to stay, with no thoughts of the future. People talked about how in 2010 the Cavs refused to trade one of the young players for Amar'e because they wanted to prepare for life after LeBron James, just in case he left, keeping them from really building a real team around him. So instead of giving up some assets to create a championship caliber duo, and LeBron James and Amar'e Stoudemire, and to try and convince LeBron to stay, they stayed cautious and didn't pull the trigger, just in case he left. Franchises can't do this. They must provide their player with the best possible situation so they don't lose them and go under. This is what Phoenix did with this trade, and they made the right decision, and they're looking dangerous. It's never easy to make the playoffs and compete in the West, but the Suns are much more suited to do this now than they were before. And I'm very excited about this team, and it should be very fun to watch. But with all this being said, how good is this Suns team, actually? And can they compete in the West? How good can the Phoenix Suns be in the Western Conference? Like we were talking about earlier, Devin Booker is one of the best shooting guards in the NBA, one of the best scorers in the NBA. But throughout his career, he hasn't had the talent surrounding him to accomplish anything significant in the West. Years of putting up great averages and great performances, but still losing and missing out on the playoffs. Well, this will change this year with the addition of Chris Paul. The fit between CP3 and D-Book should be seamless, as Chris Paul is a natural playmaker and Devin Booker is a natural scorer. Although Paul is 35 and past his prime, he's still one of the best point guards and runners of an offense in the game, one of the best passer playmakers of all time, along with the ability to score, especially in the mid-range area. With this, Devin Booker can focus even more on purely being the bucket that he is. They will immediately be one of the best backcourts in the NBA. Curry and Clay when healthy, Dame and CJ, Westbrook and Harden, Wall and Beal, and now Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Chris Paul will have a great impact on Booker's game going forward, and he could teach him a lot right now. In LA, we saw Chris Paul turn DeAndre Jordan into an all-NBA center, and he even made first team one year. We know who controlled Lob City's offense, and CP3 will control Phoenix's offense just the same. But instead of DeAndre Jordan down low, he has DeAndre Ayton, who's much more skilled, even more skilled than a prime DeAndre. We should see a jump from Ayton this upcoming season with natural progression because he's just going to his third season, along with elite playmaking from Chris Paul, who will get DeAndre Ayton a whole lot of easy buckets. People forget that Ayton was the first pick in 2018, and with the recent emergence of Luka and Trey in their second year, DeAndre Ayton has really been overshadowed by them. He hasn't been as impressive as those two, but he's still been very good. He's only 22 and still has a lot of room to grow, specifically as a shooter. Phoenix's move to get Chris Paul immediately gives them one of the best trios in the NBA. Outside of the main trio, Phoenix has role players like Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and Dario Saric to fill in the holes around the three main guys. It's great that we have a chance to see Phoenix in the playoffs along with Devin Booker. This move was very necessary for the Suns to make. They have a real chance to be competitive in the West now, and they are shining bright for the first time in a long time. In conclusion, the Phoenix Suns saved themselves from being an NBA mediocrity forever. With the addition of Chris Paul, they made themselves significantly more competitive while giving Devin Booker a reason to stay. This move was necessary to keep their franchise player happy. Devin Bookers aren't just flying around the NBA every year, and Phoenix has made it clear that they're trying to compete now. How much better does this move really make the Phoenix Suns? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Rashad with Hoops Times 2. Subscribe if you love the NBA. Want to see more content like this? Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Peace out.